Alright guys, I hadn't done a video in quite a while. Pretty busy, don't know about you. But today I'm trying out a demo for a new lawnmower, and I thought I'd share it with you all. The demo that I'm doing today is for the Wright Aerocore 52-inch Velke. Company that I'm demoing it from is a local landscape supply by the name of Dickens Landscape Supply. They sell quite a few Ferris or actually not Ferris, but Toro and the Wright mowers. This is a brand new mower, 0.1 hours on it. They put an X2 Velke on it for me to try out, and I'm going to give it its paces today. It's dual hydro. It's got the Kawasaki FX 730V on it, which is 23.5 horsepower. I'm really interested in figuring out how this Aerocore deck handles. Rained quite a bit yesterday, and it's about 9:15 right now, so it's pretty dewy and still pretty wet. So I'm going to go ahead and give this property a cut and get an idea of what I think about it. All right, guys, get that one done, man. And I mean, I cannot complain about the mower one bit. It is extremely wet. I think I was cutting it, I want to say 3 inches, and I really did not see one single clump. It has been a drought pretty much here, so there hadn't been like super growth, and that one's a little bit over a week. Having issues with my John Deere walk behind, so I've been running behind. I'm really happy with the Wright. There's 4 gears, and I was in the 3rd gear, and I was moving pretty fast. And I mean, there was a couple stragglers here and there, but that was really a lot of stringy stuff like plantain and stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure it left quite a bit as far as the small stems of that plantain, but as far as the actual cut of grass, I was pretty impressed with it. I mean, I think I'm going with Wright. I've done a lot of research. This is mainly why I'm doing this video. I didn't find any videos that had to do with the Wright Velke other than the Wright videos. And the Wright videos are actually what kind of sold me, because it was just the way some of the things were thought out. It seemed like it was thought out for lawn and landscape professionals that are out here grinding in and out every single day. And it's all you can really ask for. But I'm on to the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it and see how it goes, and I'll report back on it. But so far, pretty happy with that first cut. Mowing pretty good. Double cut this one. This is cutting some really thick grass. Cutting it 3 inches, and I mean, it's easily a foot tall. This one is easily, you know, it's got to be close to about a foot tall. I know it's hard to see that stuff on camera, but I mean, it's my leg and my boot completely. Normally this yard is cut at about 3.5 inches, and it's double cut with my John Deere walk behind, and it's clumpy and it's horrible. And I mean, this thing right here is just blowing through it. I mean, it doesn't look perfect, but it looks about as good as it normally does cutting it twice. So I'm really happy. Whew, okay guys, I'm mowing in the rain today, like just flat out was mowing in the rain. I hope Wright doesn't get too upset with me with their demo mower. Really kind of blown away, because I'm doing all my video on my phone. I didn't really like set it out to take no videos, but I took a few pictures. First picture is after the first cut, and the second was after the second cut, and then the third is going to be after I cut it the second time. I did have to blow some of the chunks out. I mean, it wasn't so much blowing chunks as far as like when I would stop doing turns and stuff like that, it would start to just dump piles out that were stuck up under the deck. I mean, honestly, it took me a while to get the yard done, but it looked good after I was done. Like you couldn't tell all that much that, you know, I just mowed in the pouring rain basically. I mean, I'm really happy with that. I hope that it continues to be like it is, to where it just keeps making me happy with more things that I discover. It'll do a little bit better here and there, but time will tell. Because it rained today, the dealership told me I could go ahead and keep it for another day, so I'm basically going to have 3 days on this mower. Right now I'm sitting at about like 3.5 hours worth of hour time on it, so I'll just have to see what I can get done today. It kind of quit raining now, and we'll try to get a couple more in, and try to get mowing tomorrow. I mean, we've been in a drought lately, so the rain is much needed, but I mean, it's raining a lot this week, so we'll see how that goes. I did go ahead and order my mower, so if Wright watches this video and sees me kind of really pushing their equipment, I did buy a lawnmower from you, okay? So, but yeah, I'll get back to you with get a little bit more time on it. knew those holes were there. It's just hard to see them when it's overgrown. It's been fun figuring out how to work around where all the problems are in the yards with a mower that you're not used to mowing with. Okay, so the Wright 52-inch Velke with the Aerocore deck. I'm going to go over the things that I like and dislike. The first thing I like is how they seem to design this thing with ease of operator use in mind. Like, these come off with no tools so you can get to your battery. Like my other mowers, you always have to have like some kind of tool to take off a piece just to get to it. The Velke, like the ride-on Velke that they make, they've made it to where it latches up under here, and you just simply press down on that and it releases. The controls I like quite a bit. With this piece of rubber on there, it is kind of big, so I slid it all the way down and it really lets me get my fingers around that a lot better. The Aerocore deck has been really good. I can't stress that enough. I mean, it's rained every day for the past 3 days that I've had this thing, and I've been out mowing and have been blown away by, I mean, some of the stuff that I've done with it. I wouldn't even mow with my other lawnmower. Behind the deck on the Aerocore, there's a bar to help with striping. There's rollers on the back of the deck. I really wish there were some rollers over here. That'd be my complaint about the deck, is that I feel like on these 52 and the 61-inch cuts, they need another anti-scalping wheel on this side and that side. The Kawasaki engine has done pretty good. Seems like it's got plenty of power. That's the same engine I'm going with, the 61-inch cut that I've ordered. They put these spots right here for you to actually put the extra 4 pins in case you lose one of the pins in that, which brings me to one of the issues that I did have. If you'll look right here, you'll see there's 3 right there and 3 right there, but if you were in the same side, it'd be 2, and supposedly this is supposed to work like 1/4-inch adjustments, but when I started looking right here, it says 36 and 48, here's your height adjustments, and then 52, 61, here's your height adjustments. So just assuming in between those would be the 1/4-inch. These, same thing, they come off really easy. You just unloosen them a little bit and they come right off, so you can blow off the deck and make sure there's not any buildup of grass under there. The tires are pretty large. I think they're 18 by 8.5 by 8s. I've had pretty good traction on them. They need to let some air out
but I've done pretty good. I mowed a couple steep banks today with it being wet, and it did pretty well. The only issues other than the scalping wheels that I've seen that I really had was the controls. When the mower is in park, you have to move it into neutral to be able to put it in reverse. And I mean, it's almost touching the wheel. And so like when you actually put some weight on it, it does seem to kind of touch the wheel. So to back up, you actually have to put it into first gear. And now when you do that, when you do this to back up, those automatically come out. So if you forget and you let that go, the lawnmower's going to jump forward. I feel like that was something that I liked about the Exmark, was you could back up between the safety right here, and it wouldn't disengage the safety. So if you forgot and you let go, it'd be all right. The other issue that I have is this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I'm in 1, it's too slow. When I'm in 2, it's mowing at a decent pace. That's what I was mowing at in the videos that you just seen of this yard. But when I put it into 3, it's like just a little bit too fast to really be getting a decent cut. So it's like, you know, it's not like the variable speeds like on the other mowers that I kind of am used to. And I'm going to talk to the dealer today when I go over there to drop this mower off and see if, you know, hey, is there a way to adjust the transmission a little bit or the hydraulics to where I can get what I want? Because 2 is just a little bit too slow, and 3 is like a little bit too fast. So it's like I want 2.5, and I can't get 2.5. That's my biggest pet peeve, is that right there. Any other lawnmower nowadays is variable speed for the most part. It could easily be changed if you gave me 5 or 6 gears versus just 1, 2, 3, 4. You know. Overall, I'm really happy with this lawnmower. I did order the 61-inch, and they said it'd be about a week before it got here. I'm also going to do a review on this Velke. They've upgraded the Velke to a new Velke, and I'm really pleased with it. Yep, like I said, I just wanted to make this video because I couldn't find anything when I was looking into these. Very little information, but I'm pretty happy with it, obviously, since I'm making a purchase. But I just thought I'd put this video up and give somebody some information that might be interested in them. So I just wanted to say, hopefully you all thought this was, you know, pretty straightforward, an honest review. And I wanted to say that Wright didn't, you know, ask me to do a review or anything. This is just, I was considering buying a Wright, and they were like, hey man, you know, we got a demo 52, and this was the dealer, not Wright themselves. And it was like nobody's even used it because nobody likes walk behinds anymore. But it came right out the box brand new, and I put it through the paces. I mean, it's had a rough few days. I'm at like right at about 7 hours, and that's been like 7 hours of mowing in like rainy, soggy conditions. And I'm really impressed with the Aerocore and how it handled that. And I just tried to take this lawnmower and put it through the paces as if it was actually mine and what I would expect for it to do, and try to put it through. And I say that as honestly as possible, but I know like I wouldn't have been mowing in the rain with my John Deere, but that's only because I've mowed in the rain with my John Deere, and it sucks. I mean, it sucks. I'm cutting 2 and 3 times, and there's still clumps everywhere, and there's no point to it. There's no point in getting out and cutting in the rain to mow something 3 times that you're getting paid for once. So I really feel like this lawnmower is going to help me out and my business. How it's been set up so far is I've just had like a 21-inch lawnmower and a 48-inch walk behind. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get the 48 and the 61 and the 21
and at some point, you know, I may change up the 48 to something slightly smaller. But, you know, I don't think you can beat a 48 in this game. I mean, it's big enough to where you can do stuff larger, and small enough to where you can still do stuff that's pretty small, getting in gates and stuff. But as far as where I stand right now, my setup's going to be the 48-inch John Deere walk behind, the 61-inch Wright Velke walk behind, the 21-inch Cub Cadet that I've had for 4 or 5 years now. And, you know, I think that's going to increase my production quite a bit. And I'm hoping that, you know, in the long run, this mower works out to be reliable. And I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on Wright in general for people to get a good idea of somebody who's out here doing this stuff for a living, what they expect from a lawnmower and what these lawnmowers will do. And I also seem to think that Wright might watch this video and listen to some of the things that I have to say about it. I know that they send out new machines out to companies to get information, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I can get those scalping wheels and maybe a few more gears in the transmission or the hydraulic system. I don't know, but I just wanted to give a fair review and let you all know what I thought of the machine. And I wanted to give a thank you to the Dickens Landscape Supply that let me borrow this lawnmower, and you know, they've got a sale from this demo, so appreciate it. And if you like this video, and maybe I should do some more, give me some likes or some comments or something. I mean, it's hard to do videos when you got to mow 45 yards a week by yourself, but it is what it is.